You've heard about those Army shots. Well, here they are.
Let your arm down. Move on, please. Move on, please. Move on, please.
You suppose it hurts much?
Sure. Terrible. Like being vaccinated did when you were a kid in school.
Let your arm down. Move
Guess
on,
I'm just a
please.
little nervous today.
Let your arm down. Move on, please.
Put your jacket on. Exercise your arm if it hurts. Move them around. Smoke up if you want to. Put your jacket on.
Now that your processing is over, they start making a soldier out of you. You look at films and listen to lectures about military courtesy and sex hygiene. And the articles of war will be read to you. You learn close order drill.
Down. Ho. Yep. Hey.
Of course, I picked it up right away. Some of the other guys had a pretty tough time with it.
Dress right. Head. Ready. Hunt. Left. Hey. Right. Hey. Left. Hey. Right. Hey. Right. Hey. Right. Hey. Turn. The other way. Left. Hey. Left. Hey. Right. Hey. Hut. Here. See. Fall. Hut. Here. See. Fall. Hut. Here. See. Fall. Hut. Here. See. Fall. Hut. Here. See. Fall.
And finally, no matter what your classification test showed, you'll draw your share of the details. Why they're called details, I'll never know. A detail is something small, and this is the biggest broom I've ever seen in my life. The snappy outfit is called fatigues, which makes sense. You get very fatigued whatever you do in them. The phrase, when you're assigned to one of these jobs, is pulling a detail, which is nonsense, because everything you move, you have to push. This is called policing the company area. In plain English, picking up butts. It makes you wish the Army would give up smoking. Or you can pull a warehouse detail and start using muscles you didn't know you had. I don't have to tell you what this is. And believe me, there's nothing funny about it except in cartoons. And once you've done it, they won't make you laugh.
Hey, soldier, stop standing there mumbling to yourself and get after those pots and pans.
Right, Sarge. Okay, Sarge. The best reason I know for working for a couple of stripes is to get out of this. Until you get 2 stripes, you'll occasionally pull this detail. And they're not so hard to get if you stay in there pitching. But more important than stripes, there's another thing that makes you want to get in there and pitch. No matter how bewildered you are, or how confused by this new life, when it's time for retreat and you see the flag going down, you get a funny feeling inside. Pride, I guess you'd call it, at being part of a great team. And that pride sticks with you as long as you're in the Army. finally comes a morning when you march down to the train to move out on your first assignment. They'll probably ease your pain about where you're going just before you shove off. And I'm off on the next lap. Basic training. It's radio for me.
All that happened in 3 to 7 days?
Yeah, it's plenty, but you'll find out you can handle it.
Well, how can you tell what everybody is? Like, who's a sergeant and who's a captain and...
And that's easy. You'll pick that up in 20 minutes. You just worry about what a corporal is and how to get to be one.
Well, you've always been an independent sort of a guy. How do you stand for all this saluting? Fall in, fall out, get up, go to bed, eat now whether you like it or not.
Nobody likes it. Well, what are you going to do? That's the only way you can run an army.
Well, haven't you been in any jams for talking back or anything?
I'm not that much of a sucker. The first thing you've got to do is make up your mind that you're not going to be that West Side High School quarterback. You're going to be a number. The sooner you realize it, the better you'll get along.
What do they want me for? Why don't they leave me alone? They must have enough men by now. I've got a good job and things are moving along okay.
Would they be taking married guys with kids if they had enough? Anyway, I'm in. Why not you?
Well, is that any reason?
I remember once when we were kids. 5 of the Maple Avenue gang jumped me. You didn't stay out. You crowned Big Dutch with a bat.
Yeah, guess you're right. Well, whistle me the rest of the patter.
Well, if you think the first week is tough, wait till you get to basic training. Then you know how easily you've been broken in.
Well, give out. I might as well know now.
Come on up while I get dressed and I'll tell you.
This is certainly going to change my way of life.